Kings and Queens, Your Majesties, welcome back to this channel. Thank you so much for dropping by. If you have not subscribed to the channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. Do hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Share to your friends and families. Now let's sit down, grab a cup of coffee. Let's rub minds about this very topic that is gaining more attention right now on the internet. You know, as the message comes, that's how I let it out to you. However it comes. There are some messages that come, we are not happy about it. Oh, Abigail, don't talk about this, don't talk about that. But as it comes, I let it out to you. And then you leave your thought as well there at the section. If you have been with me on this channel long enough, you know that I've always been talking about the truth, the fact that sometimes it's so difficult for us to understand. And sometimes we want to give it, some benefit of the doubt that, okay, something might be wrong with what Abigail brings here. But whenever I see people coming up again and again, talking about things that we've discussed, I feel I have the urge to bring it back here and let us still talk about it again. It's about the state of Israel as we know or as it is. This is a topic that cannot be overemphasized because it has to do with who we are as melanated, okay? Both in the mother continent and outside the mother continent. It's whether we take it or leave it, this is something that is part of us already. It has been rubbed in us and we have to talk about it. When I have discussions like this, some persons might, especially the religious fanatics, might not like it because, oh, Abigail, why do you hate Israel so much? Why do you hate the state of Israel so much? Why do you hate Netanyahu and his, so much? I don't hate anyone, but it's true. The truth is that there are times that you have to point out some fact so that we understand better. Prior to 1948, there was nothing like the state of Israel. Yes, in some myths, in some religious books, we heard about the Hebrews. We heard about the people that are called aka Israelites. We've heard about the people who are so connected to source to the point where the Creator have conversation with them. We've heard, especially in history from time past, even in the Sumerian text, of how a group of people are so close to divine beings that they receive messages, they receive encounters, they receive visions from, beings that are to be superior or the closer to the creator of all life. We've had that discussion. And deep within us as beings, as melanated, as humans on the face of the planet of the earth, there is something in us that keeps telling us that, of course, there is a superior being. There is a superior being that is responsible for the creation of all that we see. There is a superior being that is responsible for the air that we breathe. There is a superior being that is responsible for the life that we have. Deep within, we have that feeling that there are superior beings, there is a spirit, the all, that power that is above all. We have that feeling in us. There are times we feel the touch of this superior being. There are times we feel the touch, the presence of the superior being that words cannot explain. Words cannot explain. But it is still a fact that a lot of misinformation have been brought to us right from time past. Documents have been altered. The truth have been hidden. And why? Because there are people who are struggling, to become that particular set of being that have this divine connection to the creator of all life. A group will wake up today and say, this is we are the ones. Another group will wake up tomorrow and say, we are the ones. And they're doing everything possible to hide the truth from the whole world of the real individuals who have this direct connection to the source of life. Yes. If you're melanated, you should be grateful. Go for Thanksgiving. Give thanks that you're a melanated man or woman. Because no matter what they do from time past in history, The truth has a way of pulling itself out. We had situations where Putin came out, opened the vault, and said, okay, this is the truth. The melanated people that seem to be the lowest, that seem to be people that are always taken advantage of. There is something special about the melanated people. Putin said that. And I want to believe that this is the reason why they have been, doing everything possible to silence Putin for a very long time so that he doesn't have that opportunity to do this. And even after he did it, mainstream media had a way of silencing it, making it look like it's just an ordinary thing. Listen to this one, and we'll take it off from there.
Dr. August Ludwig von Schlosser was paid by the Rothschilds to create a term called Semitic, or that which is Semitical. And that's not an evil word, but it was concocted in the late 1700s with Rothschild money through a German philosopher, Dr. August Ludwig von Schlosser. So when people say Semite or being anti-Semitic, that term Semitic is not authentic. It was concocted by a German philosopher in the late 1700s. Dr. August Ludwig von Schlosser. So then there's a great difference between Shemites, you and I, versus Semites, our beautiful Israeli brothers and sisters today. But the current state of Israel, those people whom we love, they are not true Hebrews. The state of Israel is only 77 years old, going back to 1978. The nation of Israel is not just 3,000 to 4,000 years old. The nation of Israel actually has no age, like the Torah has no age. So a lot of theologians would say the Torah is 3,339 years old when God gave it to Moshe or Moses. Well, it's ageless. So the nation of Israel is the black diaspora here in this country and the black diaspora around the world. I'm not making this a race connotation, but let the truth be told. So the original Hebrews were black. Noah did not have a son named Semitic or Sem. The current state of Israel, those people whom we love, they are not true Hebrews. This is a reason why their prime minister, who is a devil, Benjamin Netanyahu, whose real name is Malachowski from Poland, he's Polish, his administration enacted a law a few years ago that it is forbidden for anyone to get a DNA, RNA testing. Why? Because they don't want you to know that they're not the original Abrahamic seed. So today's Jews who we love, they're Polish, they're Turkish Khazarian, the Mongolian, they are Ashkenazi, they are Sephardic, but they're not Hebraic by blood, nor Jewish by discipline.
This explains why the DNA is forbidden in Israel or around Palestine. Because, of course, when you carry DNA, you're going to know for sure that, of course, these are not the real ones. Why should the DNA be prohibited? Sometimes there are things that we just overlook. Things we shouldn't overlook are things we overlook. Or it's just, they don't just want it because they are, that's part of the rule. Let's let them be, they are the children of the Almighty. They are connected to the Most High. Kiniko, we excuse them this way because we've been conditioned to excuse them that way. Why? Because it's like, if you speak against them, you're speaking against the Almighty. If you go against Israel, you're going against the Almighty. But the truth is that the state of Israel that we know today, or the nation of Israel that we know today, are not the originals. Yes, I'm here again. I have come again. Abigail has come again. And I know they're not happy about this. They will not be happy about it, because they control mainstream media. They control all the, social media outlet. Why? Because Netanyahu had told us that if you have a piece of phone in your hand, a piece of gadget in your hand that is digital, you have a piece of Israel. So they can decide to do whatever they want to do to our information because it is their platform. They have control. And have you sat and thought about it? Why does it seem like this particular people, this group of people who claim to be the Hebrew Israelite, have so much power around the world today? Why does it seem like they created a group of people, packed them in a place, and gave them so much power? Because they know that the originals have so much power. So if they're going to create a group of people and, fit them in that particular space, they need the people that they can give so much power to. As a melanated, you are so powerful that you don't even understand what you have. It's not long ago we have a discussion here where we have the melanated girls in a bar, brutal, what have your hotel, or a restaurant rather. We're having a discussion, and then this white men were bargaining their ovaries. They started from, the girl said $100. So in short, that is how they price themselves, $100. I know one of the men said, I'm going to even pay $500. They know you don't know yourself. And since they know that a group of people who are supposed to be the original, what do you call them? Who are supposed to be the originals are so powerful, physical strength, they have it, intellectual knowledge, they have it, connection to the source, they have it. How many times are we going to say this here? That they have even known that the gods are attracted more to melanated because the gods are attracted to people that look like them, to people that have the same energy like them, to people that are similar to them. That is why they are attracted. To people that attract them. If you don't attract something, that thing cannot attract you. And that's why I don't know where I had the discussion, but I know I made a video about it. The spirits only see in energy. It is the energy that attracts them that they get attracted to. So what kind of energy do you carry? I keep asking it. Do you carry negative energy? Because if you carry negative energy, have negative thoughts all the time, you attract negative spirit, evil spirit. If you carry positive thoughts in you, positive energy, you attract positives because as you attract them, they attract you. And that is how it is with melanated people. As we attract the divine attracts us. Why? Because there is this connection with the melanated people and the creator of all life that nothing on earth can destroy, except if you on your own agree. Have an agreement that you're going to be something demonic, something evil, something satanic. That is when you become that because you gave your own consent to the evil to use you. But as far as you strive as a melanated man or woman for, you strive for goodness, I tell you, you will be definitely attracted to good. Why do you think that there is this quest, to harness, internals of melanated men and women? Why do you think there is this quest, there are times that even unalive people like us and feed on people like us? Why? Because they want to be like us. There's been information from time past. We had stories, there are documentations, there are things that are not even there on the internet. They've even infiltrated everything right now. That's if you go on the internet, there are things you don't even see anymore, except in old books, because that is old books that did not get to them for infiltration. Now, when you look into scriptures, you look into holy text, right? You understand that the description that was given about this group of people and where they can be does not even fit the region where it is. In as much as we know that place, Palestine or Middle East, was not existing before it was created, in as much as we know that part is Northeast Africa, but it doesn't even suit the description of where the promised land is. A land filled with milk and honey. I know there are some Americans who truly hate Africa and say, oh, America is the promised land. America is filled with milk and honey. Come on. Can we be realistic? Can we talk facts for once? When you look into the continent of Africa, there are places in the motherland that fit the land filled with milk and honey in land that had, it's like you're walking on the street of gold. All these things are not things that are somewhere in the sky. It is here. And that's what they tell you, heaven on earth. Heaven on earth. See, the scripture itself have been so manipulated. They have positioned our mind. From childhood, we have been accustomed to believe everything that we were told. I've been saying it here that it's not our fault because it is the system. But you can choose to remain in the system, to box yourself up, or you can choose to open up and let yourself be free to explore the truth by yourself. Do not believe anything Abigail say. I keep telling you that here. Do not believe anything Abigail say. Do your research. Do your research. There are ancient maps that tell us that there are places in the continent that have been called the land of the Jews or the home for the Hebrews. Have you ever find time or taken your time to explore around the Congo area, the Central Africa area? Does it fit into the description of this promised land? Does it suit? Why do you think that Africa is still, up until today, being milked out, taking advantage of? I'm not saying that, I just hope you understand me. And I wish that the continent, the African, will wake up and fight for themselves. But have any continent in the whole world, undergo the kind of suffering that Africa has undergone? When Africa is the mother, Africa feeds the world. Is there any continent that have the capacity to feed the whole world? Is there any continent on planet Earth that have the capacity to feed the whole world? Don't be biased because you want to fit yourself into a particular, but just say the truth. The continent is the mother. When you talk about the Garden of Eden, why do you think that Africa was called the Garden of Eden? The garden that has everything within it. The garden that things originate from. Anyway, in the next video, we're going to delve into a lot of things. Anyway, just stay with us. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel and always share videos. Give it a thumbs up, and I'm going to see you in my next one because it seemed like this video is going to be too long. So we're going to stop here today. What do you think? Leave your thoughts and opinion in the other section. I'm going to see you in my next one. Until then, love yourself, love others, stay safe, stay positive, always your majesties. Bye for now.